Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about long-term notes receivable. In this example, Joyce Company accepts a $10,000 non-interest bearing notes receivable 5 years on January 1st, year 1. In exchange for used equipment, it sold to Marsden Company. So they didn't get paid cash, but they will accept a non-interest bearing notes receivable. The fair value of the equipment and the note cannot be determined, so they will use the Mardens or the borrower's incremental borrowing rate of 12% to calculate the present value of the notes receivable. The equipment originally cost the company $8,000 and had a book value of $5,000. That means it has been depreciated $3,000. So now it has a book value of $5,000. So first, let's calculate the present value of the notes. Okay, the number is given here, but how do we get that? This is going to be 5 years, and the borrower's incremental borrowing rate is 12%. So if we look at the present value table, we find 12% and we find 5 years. So it's going to be 0.567427. Okay, 567427. Or I can just type that one. Okay, so the cash flows that we will receive 5 years from now is $10,000. We're not going to receive any payment in between because this is a non-interest bearing, but we still have to recognize interest income every year. So the present value of $10,000 is going to be 5,674.27. Okay, very simple to calculate. Now the notes receivable is $10,000 face value. Okay, and the market value is 5,674.27 that we just calculated. The difference is the discount on notes receivable. And then we have to calculate gain or loss. The book value of the asset is $5,000 and we receive receivables that has a 5,674.27 market value. So we can say that, hey, there is a gain of 674.27. Okay, so we are going to use this value for our equipment transaction because we have to use the borrower's incremental borrowing rate when the value of the asset and the value of the notes cannot be determined. Okay, so we have notes receivable here for $10,000. Okay, and then the discount on notes receivable on the opposite side is 4,325.73. And then we have to eliminate our equipment. The cost was $8,000 and the accumulated depreciation has to be taken out from the balance sheet for depreciation, $3,000. Okay, and therefore we have to recognize gain on sale of equipment for this gain that we just calculated. So that's how we prepare the journal entry for the transaction. Let's make sure the left hand side and the right hand side are the same. Okay, so we're good. So debit the notes receivable, we get rid of the equipment, we get rid of the accumulated depreciation associated with that equipment. We put the discount here on credit, the discount on notes receivable, and then we recognize the gain. Okay, now every year we have to recognize interest income, although we're not going to be paid any interest payment. Okay, so we're going to, and this will be using effective interest method. So the interest rate is 12%. The book value is 5674.27 to begin. Okay, so in year 1, it's going to be 12% times the carrying value, 680.91. And therefore, the carrying value will start to go up because it's on discount, starts to go up toward the face value of $10,000. Okay, 6355.18. So we will recognize by the end of year 1, okay, interest income. Again, we're not getting paid, but we have to recognize that 680.91 as our interest income. And then we will amortize the discount on notes receivable. So our discount here will start to go down until it gets to 0 at the end. Okay, 680.91. That's for the first year. The second year, we multiply 12% times the carrying value, 762.62. So we will do that again. Discount on notes receivable on debit. This is the amortization receivable. This is the amortization of the discount, 762.62, and we recognize interest income. And we keep doing that for year 3. Okay, that's the carrying value year at the end of year 2, and then 12% times the carrying value, and we can keep doing that until year 5. The journal entry will always be using the same accounts, but the amount will be different depending on the years. By the end of year 5, the total amortization will be the same as the total discount. So all the discount here has been amortized, and the notes receivable has gone up to $10,000. So when we receive the notes receivable, we will receive $10,000 at the end of year 5. And then we have to cancel the notes receivable. Okay, $10,000. So that's how we prepare the recognition of interest and income every year using effective interest method, amortization of the discount. Okay, and at the end of the contract, we're going to receive $10,000, which is the face value of the notes receivable. And we also show this calculation of non-interest bearing notes receivable using a simple present value time value factor calculation. Thank you for watching.